Okay, this time I feel like just visually this fits more. For the Slay the Alice game, I was a little confused why we got a trigger warning when the game was so cute. And then at the end it made sense. This one, I feel like I'm kind of expecting something. How should we start this? Oliver, my friend. Or my dear Oliver. Or just to Oliver. Say my dear. Let's be open. Have you been doing well in this cold weather? Did you go to that hospital I mentioned? How are you feeling? Sleeping well? Hmm. See if they say something more about the hospital. I worry for you. You've seemed so down since the war. I hope you haven't been having awful dreams. It seems you had a difficult time in France. Hmm. 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 This sounds a bit more like an invitation. Would you like to come over to my house later? Do come visit. Maybe it'll give you material for a story. My wife's cooking is superb. I want you to have some. My cousin will be there. Come if you like. No alcohol. Man, it's no fun. What about it together, like back in high school? Or from 1914 to 1918 between the Allied powers, including England, France, and America, and the Central Powers centered around Germany with weapons like tanks and poisons gas be deployed. There were countless casualties. Oliver's notes. We believed we could be heroes. We thought we were brave soldiers fighting for justice. We laughed, ignorant of the hell that was actually out there. You can boast about wounds on your body, but not those on your heart. No hero drinks the day away. And Oliver. This is Oliver. Oliver Heathcote, age 24, writer. I'm a year younger than him. Born to a family with a military history. He fought in the Great War. Since returning to America, he's been plagued with insomnia and disassociation. Becoming an alcoholic goes to a hospital Edward recommended. So he did go. Oliver's notes. A man who ekes out a living publishing cheap stories and pulp magazines. His grandfather was a renowned soldier in the Civil War, so he was strictly trained to follow in those footsteps. But his own achievements proved trifling, and his father's all but forsaken him. Shit, man. Would you like to come over to my house later? My wife's cooking is superb. I want you to have some. We'll blather together like back in high school. What happens if I rewrite? Dear Oliver, tour. Garden party. Get info about Oliver, the war, and the house location. A town in the northeastern state of Massachusetts known as a former producing area for limestone. Cedarwood Street, as the center of town, is lined with restaurants, bookstores, and clothing stores. Since Prohibition, speakeasies have operated out of the underground. Oliver's notes. This town's really changed since I was a kid. Cars on the roads, people flocking to movie theaters, but where there's light, there's darkness. For instance, Prohibition certainly hasn't kept drunks from crawling around back alleys at nights. Everything seems on the decline. Let's go with this. Edward. Edward, what happened to you? Oh shit. Aspen. This Oliver? Yep. Sir, the killer went that way. How are you so sure? There's been a crime. An incident occurred in the party. Click to check on everyone else. Shit. Full screen, reread backlogs, save. Okay. Check on everyone. Who are you? Husband. No. The father of the boy who was stabbed. His face is pitiably pale. Richard Brown, father of Aspen. He belongs to some influential academic society. Not that a humble novelist would know much about that. He'd been worried about his son not succeeding him as a doctor. Guess that worry's gone now. Damn, Oliver. No. I should drop the sarcasm, because he might be the one who most regrets his actions. Face pitiably pale. You are Edward. Aspen, stay with me. To think this would happen at my own home. Edward Whitford, age 26, defense attorney, graduated from law school in Boston, then began practicing in Morton, a friend of Oliver's since high school. Oliver's notes. Edward's always been a justice seeker, even at school, but the more good someone is, the more they're hated. One day, he happened to see a classmate being harassed and gave the scum a good socking. They got scolded by the teacher, and so did Edward. "You can't go punching people," they said. Oddly, he got more talkative after that. And the boy, Aspen. The stab wound in his chest is still bleeding. Oh, little boy. Aspen Brown, age 13, son of Edward's cousin. The day of the house party, he was stabbed in Edward's barn. I heard he wanted to be a novelist. He seemed like a bright kid. At the party, he read alone in the barn instead of hanging out with anyone. I hardly knew him, but he was surely an oddball. Truly, there must be something wrong with people who want to be novelists. Don't you write stories, boy? Charlotte. Why did this happen? My wife. I never wanted her to see anything like this. Charlotte Whitford works as a tax accountant, Edward's wife. A woman Edward met at law school. Like lots of women these days, she's progressive and highly self-reliant. Though they don't have kids, she's very affectionate with Edward. Lots of men feel ashamed when they talk to her, myself included. And she's such a good cook, she can afford to brag about it. Sir, the killer went that way. Oliver. Oliver, you go after the killer. Got it. Just hang on, Aspen. Jake. Aspen, stay with us. Aspen. Chapter 1. Some days later. For just a moment, I saw the killer's face. A trench coat and a hunting cap, and his hair was a light color. The killer might be Lawrence, a friend of mine. Lawrence? A young man Oliver met in the war, went missing in battle and was deemed dead. Initially mocked for his feminine features, he proved braver and tougher than anyone out in the battlefield. No one could ever beat him in a fist fight. Eventually, things fully flipped, and he had everyone's respect. Born to Southern farmers, he was deeply religious, always keeping a Bible in his breast pocket. His body was never found. You got a friend? I feel like I'm overthinking these choices, but he had a friend. Haha. If we leave this to the police, he might go to the chair without us ever meeting again. Electric chair. A device used for executions. The condemned is strapped to the chair and electrocuted through electrodes attached to their head and ankles. Massachusetts began using it in 1900 as a more humane method than hanging. Oliver's notes. They say it's better than hanging, but who knows if that's true. It's not like you can ask. Wonder if they'll invent some more decent punishment someday. Now we got injections. This Lawrence fellow. Sticking up for a killer. He must be important to you. We met in the war. I owe him my life. I'd been just about certain he was dead, but... Glad he's alive then? You were just seeing things. Let's be supportive for now. We don't have any other evidence to go off of. Yeah, I guess so. Edward, will you help me investigate this? You're just about the only person I can trust. Oh, fine. Of course, leave it to me. That's a new one. You've rarely depended on me like this. If it means I can find Lawrence, I'll do anything.
Excuse me, Oliver, is it?
Sure, that's me.
Regarding the murder of Aspen Brown, I want to ask you about the culprit you say you saw. Can I have a moment of your time?
Whoa, what's the big idea?
It's pulling him off screen.
I'll pick you up at home tomorrow morning. The next morning, we get a map. Morning. Let's check out Oliver's house. Dang, Oliver has money. Good morning, Oliver.
I think it's an apartment. Or like a little studio. Are you still writing the stuff? Drop this novelist nonsense already. Don't you feel any shame writing this vulgar tripe?
What are you trying to say, Father?
This gibberish you're always writing. It's all just garbage.
The man tossed papers in his hand to the floor.
Oh, my back!
Serves you right. Hey now, watch it, Oliver. Are you okay? I'll lend you a hand. You can just ignore that old coot. When I was a kid, I was real insolent. Don't know how many times he beat me. Sorry to hear that. There we are. I picked up your manuscripts. That's fine, I scrapped them anyway. You shoved the stack of manuscripts in the trash. What you writing? Stack of manuscripts scrapped inside. I scrapped these ones. It seems a shame for all that writing to go to waste. A half-written manuscript sticks out. Whoa, don't get too close to that. What's there to hide?
You don't want to know.
There are a number of sketchy black magic books on the shelves. Hey, yo! Black magic to revive the... something? Materials... blood, crow's feather, bone meal, rat's corpse, user's blood? Effect enters the user's means and means the deceased. Method while user recites the incantation using their own.
What's with this book?
Oh, it's just research for a story. Okay, buddy. Well, that's it. What's the matter? I thought I'd look around the barn a bit. For the incident. Take care, dear. The dishes on the table have already been cleaned up. The dog! The dog! There, Max. Good boy. Oh, is this for me? An old letter. Edward, you are too preoccupied with what's in front of you. Take a more overhead view of things. I remember this. That brings me back. Shake. That's right. Good job. What's that? You're rolling around? Oh dear. It's a ring. Obtain 5 slots ring. Why'd you take it off? Oh no. Other paw. Oof. Max, I'll give you something tasty later, okay? What's that in your mouth?
Jesus, all the evidence is with the dog.
Max gave you a bone dripping with drool. That's enough. I can still click you, though. And that's it. The detective is writing in a notebook. Found something?
Sure have. Something important.
Saved a card with blood on it. I'm waiting in the lime forest. Hey, that's the title of the game. It was left at the scene of the crime. Very intriguing, isn't it? The lime forest. I don't think this town has any lime trees. Any other leads? What's the killer after? Kill a child, I guess.
None. But I think I'll get to the truth soon.
What was they after?
Personally, there is one individual I'm wondering about.
Who are you wondering about?
That would be you, Mr. Oliver.
Me?
You're the only one who saw the killer. There were plenty of others at the party. Did you really see him?
Doubting my testimony?
Mr. Oliver, I know you're a drinker and frequent the hospital. Bad manners, always starting brawls, and to think your father's a stand-up gentleman. So maybe you did it.
What kind of crap?
You killed that boy, Aspen.
Maybe you did. It's despicable, there's no proof.
Oliver's no killer. Believe whatever you like, but I'd ask that you don't interfere with my work.
You're the one in the way. I apologize.
I'm an attorney. It's the police's job to keep the peace. Now, I'll be taking my leave. The truth might be very simple, you know.
Sheesh, man.
Is he trying to arrest me?
We about to find a killer real soon. I won't let that happen. We're on his side for now. We better find a killer, boy. I appreciate it. The killer must be Lawrence. If it is, we'd better find him quick. We got this card too. As for other leads, maybe the hospital. Aspen's body should have been brought there. The hospital. And we can get you treatment while we're at it. I don't get to check the The bloodstain. I can go to the bar. Let's go to the hospital first. Hello. Oliver, good to see you, and Edward too. Hey. I've come for an infertility exam. What? Okay. I mean, they did mention they don't have kids. Let's focus on why we're here, I guess. Why is he mentioning this? I'm so curious about that. Here for that case, I take it. It was a real tragedy. Have you done an autopsy? No, his parents were opposed. Even when it could provide clues as to the culprit? The cause of death was stabbing. There's no point in a full autopsy. Was nothing else suspicious? Oliver is being suspected by the police. Even the smallest detail might help. I don't know about suspicions, but this was in the victim's pocket. My lovely Willow, can we meet again Wednesday? I've written a new piece I want you to read. Father's still desperate to make me a doctor.
But I think I'm going to keep writing, because I have your support. Let's prove that our feelings are genuine. With love, your Poplar.
A love letter? It seems that way. It might be a clue. Can we take this with us? Not a chance. I see. But you're a relative, and Oliver is under suspicion. Alright, I'll make a transcription. Dang, that was easy. Receives the transcript with the letter. Alright then. Now, let's get you looked at while you're here. Perfect. This way, Oliver. Fine. Oliver was taken to the examination room. Dang, I lose my chance to go to the bar and the and to get an infertility exam. Dang. Dang, we're in 1924. And another missing kid, about the same age. There's a poster blown away by the wind. Looking for my son, Roland Rose, age 14. Contact here found. A lost child. Dangerous times. Hi, detective. What's up? Oh, visiting the grave, are we? It's truly a brutal case. A child stabbed to death. How's the investigation progressing? Well, you know, once we can find the evidence, all that's left is to arrest Mr. Oliver here. Shit, dude, you're like hard on my case, man. If I'm arrested, will you defend me? Of course, but I hope it won't come to that. We've had far too little time to investigate together. That said, we have some leads. You were taking notes, right? Let's try reviewing them. First, the name of the deceased is...
Aspen!
That's right. He was killed in the shed at my house. You were the one person who saw the killer fleeing and gave chase, but he got away. But I did catch a glimpse of his face. He looked a lot like my friend Lawrence. Lawrence was childhood friend, Emmanuel, your life. Yes, he protected me time and time again on the battlefield. We believe this belonged to the victim. Transcript of a letter seems like a love letter. This letter was found in the victim's pocket. Willow and Poplar, huh? Must be a letter to a girl. How charming, writing letters to each other using nicknames. I got the sense of it being something more urgent. We believe this belonged to the victim. Card with blood on it reads, I'm waiting in the lime forest. This was at the crime scene. The lime forest. Did you think of something? Nah. It wasn't necessarily aspens, but I can't imagine its relevance. It's irrelevant. Now then, what can we glean from these clues? Let's see. It'll be a disservice to Aspen if we can't catch his killer. Edward's finger stroked the front of the tombstone. Dang, they already buried him. The tombstones. Tombstones? I've heard this town used to use limestone for its tombstones. And I believe there is that old cemetery in the south. I wonder if the lime forest refers to that cemetery. That's a novelist for you. Well, haha. In other words, it's likening the graves to trees. Let's hurry to that cemetery. Old cemetery, This man leeching off us. Jack Jones, 1857. The soil here, it looks like it was filled in just recently. That's strange. The cemetery's been left unused for nearly 50 years. The killer buries something, the Lawrence buries something, did a dog bury something? The killer buries something. Maybe so. Alright, let's wait until night to dig it back up. Should we be doing something so sacrilegious? It's for the sake of the truth. Pitch in. You have occult items in your bedroom, bro. I mean, this is like a good step up from that, but jeez. I worry you'll be getting arrested yourself, sir. It is night. The ground is soft. Someone dug up this grave just recently. Keep digging. Rainwater floods into the hole. It's a coffin, and inside, smells awful. It must not have been long since he died. Fresh corpse in an old grave. Anything buried in the cemetery should just be bleached joke. Oh my god. Should just be bleached bones. Check Check the name on the tombstone. Jack Jones. He died about 70 years ago. Shouldn't he be bones by now? Then, who is this corpse? Who's there? What are you doing? What are you doing out here? His body looks like it was shot in his chest. But it's been a stab. Fine investigating there. But this is the end for you two.
Edward, watch out! It was you!
Want to play detective so bad you'll dig up a grave. I wondered if somebody like you would turn up.
But then, are you the one who killed this person?
I like clever kids, you see, especially hearing them scream. It's like seeing God fall to devildom. Simply exquisite.
You bastard.
Luckily, there's handy spots for burying corpses right here. A shame I wasn't able to arrest you, but I'll enjoy putting you to bed in these graves.
Dave.
It seems you got cocky from being the one with the gun. Forgot I was in the war? A perverse killer who kills children for baffling motives. If you're really a cop, how about doing an honest job? You're just a coward who can only take in children. Let's call someone in. A real detective, not a serial killer. Are you the one who killed Aspen too?
I'm the one who killed that boy Rose, yes. But Aspen, I only wish I'd got him to kill him.
There's no connection to Aspen's murder. You were targeting Aspen. Someone else killed Aspen. No way.
I don't get the impression he's lying.
The criminal was taken away by police. We dug up the grave found believed in the crime, and yet, who'd have thought we'd catch a culprit in a different case? I'm glad you could use the scene of us digging up the grave a bit. Who exactly left this card anyway? I'm waiting in the rainforest. Do you suppose that murderer and the children in this card would even here to be killed? Maybe that's it. Children who could figure out a way to fly forest like he did. But he said he didn't kill Aspen. Then maybe it was indeed your friend Lawrence. What a dangerous place this town has become. No kidding. Let's head home for today. You must be tired. Thanks for your help today. It's no problem. I'll be back to it tomorrow. Can I ask you a question? Why are you so kind to me, Edward? I'm the only one who claims to have seen the killer. Isn't it known At the time, homosexuality was harshly punished as a sin against nature. In 1903, a compulsory search of New York bathhouse arrested 26 people, 7 of which were found guilty and sentenced to 4 to 20 years of hard labor. Homosexuals also couldn't become soldiers, being discharged if discovered. Oliver's roots. When I first met Lawrence, I felt a fellowship with him. Yet when I realized the reason was that we were birds of a feather, we quickly turned to disgust. Unable to accept the love seeping deep within him, I rejected him. Oh. Oliver, why'd you do that? Shit.
No match for you, sir. What's the matter?
Actually, there's something I noticed. Lime Forest could have another meaning.
Another meaning.
The place where I last saw Lawrence, the soil in that battlefield is full of lime. If it's calling that place the Lime Forest, then this might be a message from Lawrence. What kind of message? I wonder if maybe he's calling me to come and meet me. Oliver, you may be overthinking things. Let's call it here and get some rest. Okay. That night, it's about time for bed. Is somebody gonna end Edward? Or his wife? Or the dog, not the dog.
Is someone there? Oliver? What is it at this hour?
Lawrence. Lawrence. I miss you, Lawrence.
Oliver, what's that in your hand?
A knife.
Lawrence,
I'm sorry. I love you.
calm down. Oliver, look, just give that to me.
What do you mean, Dad? That thing in your hand. I'm not holding it. Just give me the knife. Why? I don't want to. Don't come near me. I didn't mean to. Ah! Why is this card in my bag? I'm waiting in the Lime Forest. Same one. Why? No. Why is this? Ah! Ugh.
You've had too much, Oliver. Here, I'll take you home.
That's alright, sir. After all, I'm just.
Are you crying?
Edward, I'm so born to go to hell. There's no point in me even living. I just want to die already. Oliver, I know a doctor I can introduce you to. You need someone you can show your weakness to. Edward, you don't have to be so kind to me. A dream. Mr. Edward, you're being released today. Congratulations. I'm glad. Thanks for all your assistance. Be more careful with your utensils when you eat, alright? Haha, I know, of course. We've arrived, sir. Thank you. Ouch. Are you really alright to be leaving the hospital? I'm fine. The investigation must continue. Let's give this up. We caught the killer. But Aspen's killer is someone else. This has nothing to do with you. Oliver. Thank you for sticking up for me. Please let yourself recuperate. Hang on, Oliver. Ow. Are you consoling me, boy? Thanks. The dog's bowl is empty. Who didn't feed the dog? Huh. You're hungry. I should be up for buying dog food at least. That won't be long, Max. Woof. Buy food. Is my thing not loading right? Am I supposed to be seeing something? So I'm back here. Ran into the same bug again. I tried to reload it, it was the same. Uninstalled it, reinstalled, and it's still the same. You can see the background flash for a second, but it's not staying loaded. So for now, this is just where I'm gonna have to leave this game. I am enjoying the story so far. I do want to continue it, but at the moment, this is it.